Hey everybody, this is Jay back with another video, and this is going to be a video about any of the, well, mainly my Kia K5 2025 GT line all-wheel drive, okay? I was watching a video, and someone was going through saying these cars are so bad, and there's these 10 reasons, which are complete bullshit of why you should avoid these cars. Okay. And one of the first things he was talking about basically is this down here. And this took a little while before people actually figured it out. I mean, it's not rocket science, but you know, if you read your manual, you'll be able to see this. You can have, this is how it comes from when you get it brand new from the factory, or at least it should be unless someone switched it. When you press one of these, actually you can press the middle for that matter, it stays on whatever you want to have it on in general use. They were sitting there saying that the touch screen makes it to where it's a bad driving, and it's so hard to use, like if you're trying to use the damn heat and crap like that, all your climate control stuff. It's not hard. You can have it right here. You can leave it up here all the time. And then when it comes to your radio, everything can be through here. So tell me how this is hard and not very intuitive. Really? I have not had any kind of problems with this at all. None. So I don't know why anybody would say anything of the sort. And you can come in here and do everything that you need to do. You can come in here to media, just in case that starts playing. But you can switch all of your stuff here that you want. I can come in here. Shoot, hang on. I need to turn that off. Okay. Sorry about the error. Sometimes you can bump the controls. That I can agree with. Okay, I don't need AC. But I do not find any kind of problem using this. It's not difficult. It's not hard to do. Okay? If you'd rather have this on climate control most of the time you're driving, just leave it there. How difficult is that? You know? The next thing they said, the radio and volume controls. Okay? Look at this, everybody. You have volume controls right here on your steering wheel. Use that. Up and down for your plus and minus for the volume. You can press it in to mute it. As you can see there, it'll say mute, unmute. Look at that. And then you got your modes. You can press your mode button. It'll go to your radio stuff. I think that's XM. Let me turn this off. But when you're pressing the mode button, yeah, see, you got XM. It'll go through all your modes. SoundCloud, USB audio, if you have something plugged in like that in USB. Here's a cool little tip that the stupid people didn't know. When you're on the regular radio, if you don't like how it's set up like this, which I don't all that much, but you can come in here with these 3 lines, press tune FM manually. Look at this. You can slide it and look around this way, or you can do this. Say you wanted to add a channel, 1033. Well, let's add another one. You want to add 100.9. There you go. Okay, and it'll be saved. And then you can just press the left or the right and go that way, or you can just use your finger and slide. So tell me how that's all that difficult. None of it is. They also said the screen glare during the daytime or sunlight is bad. If you're kind of low like this and maybe you have a bunch of light, say, I don't know, that too. Yeah, but nothing's going to be that direct. But if you have sunlight, try using this knob over here. It's your plus or minus for your brightness control. Turn the damn thing up. You can go all the way up to 20. See? Makes it brighter. If you can't figure that out, you shouldn't be driving a car. But there you go. That makes it brighter. Well, some of the other screen glare, and all this feels like a downgrade. My ass, it feels like a downgrade. I have had a 1985 Ford Escort. I've had a Ford, no, not, a Mercury Cougar. I've had a 1995, I believe it was, Ford Bronco with a V8. I've had 96, I think it was, Honda Accord. I've had all sorts of different cars. I've had, 2016 Nissan Altima. I've had a 2010 Pontiac G6. This has been the most upgraded vehicle that I could feel like I've ever gotten. I don't feel like this is a downgrade from any of my vehicles. And I've rode motorcycle. I've owned a Kawasaki Ninja back in the day when I was in high school. But this does not feel like a downgrade. One other thing. If you don't like it, that one, you can switch this like I told you. But if you press and hold the button, I made a video about this, you get this. This does, it is in your manual if you're curious about that. But you can select whatever it will go back to. Say you like the infotainment like I do. No matter what one you press, if you go back to this climate control for a few seconds to switch your climate out, it'll go right back to your radio and map controls, okay? But if you don't like that, say you don't want the map and stuff up all the time, you can go to climate, leave it there, and when you want to switch the radio or the map, you press whatever you want, and then when you stop, it'll switch back. That's not difficult, people. Not even a little. Driver's seat, not very adjustable, the guy said. That was one of the dumbest things. I am 5'9", okay? Now, for perspective, this is where I sit normally. The seat's all the way down, okay? This is basically at my eye level. I am 5'9". This is the 10-way power seat. My head is touching the damn roof. And I'm 5'9". So tell me how a little person, even a 3-foot person, can't see over the steering wheel. Yeah, they might need pedal extensions at that height, but they can see. Now, taller people, they say that the steering wheel isn't very adjustable. Bullshit! Every modern car nowadays has adjustable steering wheel. And they're quite adjustable. You got this little lever. Pull it down. Okay? It can go up and down quite easily. And in and out. Tell me you need more than that. I mean, my girlfriend's taller than me, and she has the seat almost all the way back and the steering wheel out. There's quite a bit of difference. I'm short-legged, but I'm 5'9". So I'm a little bit misproportionate, I guess, but there's plenty of adjustments on the steering wheel. Don't act like there's not. This guy put out way too much false information. Pedals in bad spots. They said pedals don't mind the dirtiness. It's winter. Okay? They sit there and saying the pedals aren't in an ergonomic position and they're not very well thought about for the way they put them in. Bull crap. That's a normal spot. Your foot rests here. You're supposed to use one foot. This is not bad. Not even a little. Okay? So for them to say something stupid like that is just that. Stupid. I do not have a problem. I sit about here. I do not have a problem or think that's not ergonomic for me to be, have my foot the way it is. Yeah, it rubs the wall a little bit. I mean, clean it once in a while. And then the brake. It's not a big deal. It's really not. What's next? I can't believe all the crap that this guy put in there. Sitting there saying that this car is so damn bad. Talking down all this crap. Lack of summer tires. That was another one. Alright. Lack of summer tires. Come on. All dealerships add all-season tires unless you live in Florida. Okay? Or somewhere that's very hot. Maybe Texas. Southern California. We get snow. Look at this. And it's like they expect them to come with summer tires. You don't want summer tires. And summer tires are not bad, or all-season tires are not bad in the summer. They're quite good in the summer if they're a good, reputable brand. I got Pirellis on here. Some people don't like them. I don't mind them, but my favorite tire so far has been a Toyo tire, and that's an all-season tire. I prefer all-season because they're better all around. It says a bad ride. This is far from a bad ride, by the way. Not even a little bit. And you sit there and act like the car's got this sport suspension to where it's super stiff. This is not a super stiff suspension. If anything, I think it's a little too bouncy. It's supposed to be a comfortable ride. It is. But if you're trying to drive around like a maniac, which I have played around a bit myself, you know, this car is going to have a little bit of that bolt stuff when you start hitting higher speeds, say around 100 miles an hour, and start hitting some bumps. Rear AC. Well, that's another thing. I don't know if this car has it or not, but a lot of cars, I don't have a vent in the back. That's obvious, okay? But what most cars do about that, by the way, let's see if I can find it for you. That there's usually a little vent, and I think it's right there, I don't know. But most cars will sit there and have a vent underneath the front seats that will go to the back, okay? So for them to say there's no, you know, the people in the back, or, you know, the front people are going to be nice and cool in the summer, and the people in the back are going to be so hot, put this to the middle, put these straight back, and the car will cool down everybody. It shoots right through here. Don't mind my little bit of stuff. But they're acting like this is some kind of limousine where it's going to be totally different climates in the front and back. Come on now. How stupid. Ride capacity. They sit there and say that there's not much room in the back seats. Okay, this is where I'm at. I'm an average guy, 5'9". My seat is where I normally would sit. Okay? Granted, there's some people taller, some people shorter. I'm an average guy. All right? Here is the back seat. Plenty of room, okay? Tell me there's not much room in here. I am plenty comfortable in the back seat. My feet aren't rubbing. I can put them together. They even got indents in the back seat with the pockets here, okay? Yeah, if you have it all the way back, girlfriend's taller. There's not as much room. But you know what? People, they can move up a little bit too. That's the maximum that the seat goes back. And you can see all the room there. Okay, that's a non-issue. They sit there and say there isn't much trunk space. That's a load of crap too. Watch it. I got stuff in here, but I got plenty of shit in here. That's a full-size window thing. A double storage container. I got a bag in here. It's empty actually, but there's plenty of room in here, dude. Plenty of room. That's not an issue. What else is on this guy? They said it was unreliable car. That's another thing I want to show you guys. But that might be in another video, but I don't know. Trunk room was the last one. I'm going to show you a site I go to get the facts and information about cars. And that'll be the last part of this video. Carcomplaints.com. If something's going on with cars, this is where it will go, okay? Carcomplaints.com. You can search by your vehicle. You can go up here, go to Kia. Here's all the years, all the car makes for Kia. You can see their worst ones, Optima and Sorento. But the K5, no complaints since 2001, really. Or not 2001, 2021, excuse me. But the thing is with this, you got to keep an open mind because there are very judgmental and people that just are so narrow-minded that they see one problem, like 10 years ago, and they say all the cars are bad. That's just a narrow-minded, stupid person. That's all that comes down to, okay? Yes, there's been the Kia Optimas. They've had some bad years, okay? You go back one. Hopefully I don't have to go back. Okay, here we go. You go up here to K5. Since 2021, barely any complaints. It's been good. That's the complaints. AC heater problem, electrical problem, and engine problem. Not very many complaints since 2021. Okay? Now here's the thing that most people, narrow-minded people, don't seem to understand. Okay? All cars, all brands of cars are going to have some kind of year where their car was complete garbage. Okay? people want to sit there and say Toyota is the best car in the world. I like Toyota, so don't get me wrong. But look at this. RAV4 with a lot of complaints. Camry with the worst complaints. Corolla, a middle amount of complaints. Prius, kind of bad. Let's check out the Camry, because that's supposed to be their best car. If you go back down the list, look at that. 2007, high on the complaints problems. Other than that, you know, everybody's had problems. 2007 for them, it's been good since then. Really good. All right, let's go like a popular American car, Chevy. You can see there's been some problems. Impala, the Malibu, Trailblazer are kind of high outstanding. The Silverado. Let's try the Silverado because lots of people like trucks. Look at all the problems with that. And people want to sit there and say Kia is the worst thing out there. They're all unreliable. Every brand has had unreliable years. So really, people start, you know, not being so narrow-minded and so judgmental because a car has 1, 2, 3 years or even 4 years of bad cars. Every company does. Look at Chevy. Shitty from 2001 to say 2007. That's 6 years of the Silverados that were just garbage. I mean, look at this. 2007. What are the problems? Look at this long list of problems. The major one, engine. So tell me that, you know, these people that say that all Kias are just all bad. They're not, okay? It's how you take care of the car, and it's how you drive it. And if you're not beating on it, acting like a jackass, it's going to last you a while. All right? But this is where you go, carcomplaints.com, before you buy a car. Look at what the damn thing's been saying. Before this, I was looking at, what was it? It was a, it wasn't a Chevy. Actually, it was a GMC. Yeah, right there. I was looking at a GMC. I think it was the Envoy. I was looking at some of them. That one was like a 2007 that I was looking at. I saw 2004 was pretty bad. Getting better towards 2007. But this is what you do. You got to do the research, people. Don't just sit there and say, because, oh, GMC Envoys are garbage in 2004, that all of them are garbage. That's just crap. All right, guys? This has just been another video here. I got to go to the store and stuff, but hopefully this helps you all to make up your mind and not be so judgmental about cars. You know, any car, if you like the car and it makes you happy to drive it and it's really not a piece of crap in the long term, that's all that matters. Don't listen to stupid people. Just realize the facts. All right, I'll talk to you again in another one. Have a good one.